Hey gang, Super Hands 886 here, and this is Super Hands On. Hey gang, Super Hands 886 back with another episode of Super Hands On. Today we're looking at the Who 2 Ultra VR Box Virtual Reality headset. As always, we're going to be doing this through our 10-point system comprising of durability, design, comfort, the phone's latching mechanism, whether or not it supports the use of headphones without modifications, the lens quality, the focal distance and field of view, whether or not it has a magnet button, whether or not it has a QR code, and whether or not it supports augmented reality. The durability of the Who 2 is pretty decent. It's made of ABS plastic. It's very, very similar to another headset that we've already reviewed. The one glaring difference that was a big disappointment, however, was the pupillary distance sliders became very loose after just a few adjustments, which meant when I started leaning left and right, they started sliding on their own, which is a pretty big fault to this headset. So we're only going to give this a 0.5 on its durability. As for the designs, very sleek, very nice. There's a lot of features that we'll get into in a little bit. The one really cool thing about this is that when you want to do augmented reality, as opposed to having a tray that pops open and detaches, has this little sliding mechanism which moves over, which you can do when you actually have the headset on. So overall, the design is pretty nice. I was really pleased with that. As for comfort, very comfortable. It has adjustable head straps. They're elastic. The adjustments are done with the Velcro on the left, right, and the top. It has this little flexible padded thing on the back of it for the back of your head. And the padding on the inside is covered with fabric, which is really nice as well. I was able to wear this particular headset for a couple of hours without any discomfort. The phone's latching mechanism is great. It's got one of these trays that slides out, and it is spring loaded. It'll fit up to a 6-inch screen and hold it in there very tight. It has these little rubber feet on the top and the bottom that come in the box that you can place wherever you want inside of here to make sure that it doesn't interfere with your phone's buttons. It has this little line right here in the center that you line up with the center of your screen for your VR content. Once you have that lined up, you slide the tray back inside of the headset and it's lined up perfectly. So that is fantastic. When it comes to the use of headphones without modification, it does support that. There's vents on the left as well as the right. You can see I did a little bit of a modification here for my power cord, although that is not necessary for headphones. Regardless of which way you have your phone flipped inside, you will have access to your phone's headphone jack. For the lens quality, they're fantastic. It's not quite as good as glass lenses. They are plastic, but they do deliver a very, very crisp and very clean image that I was very impressed with overall. The focal distance is fantastic, even if you find that you need to wear your glasses for VR content. You may not have to do that with this particular headset because the focal distance is quite deep. The lenses themselves do move, so if you do need to use your glasses still, your glasses will fit inside of this headset, which is really nice. Another really cool thing about the focal distance is that you can adjust it for the left eye as well as the right eye independently from one another. And same thing with the pupillary distance. Those sliders move independent from one another, which is a very nice feature. It does not come with a magnet switch, which most of these headsets do not. You'll find that you'll need to either pick up a Bluetooth controller or, like I do, I have a USB OTG cable and an Xbox 360 controller. This one's wireless, even though I have an adapter for the top of it, or you can have like one of your wired ones. Most of the games will support those, like they support the Bluetooth controllers. It does not come with a QR code, although because of the lens quality being as superior as it is, I don't really feel as though there is a need for that. Apps like Google Cardboard ask you to scan your QR code to provide a better visual experience. Although, like I said, the picture quality that I got with the lenses was fantastic, so I don't feel the need to take away a point for that. It does support the use of augmented reality, as I showed you before. It has this little tray on the front, or this little door that slides over to the right, which allows your phone's camera to look through there so that you can use this with augmented reality apps, which is absolutely fantastic. Even when you have the headset on, it's very easy to open and close this door, which is very, very cool. So overall, I'm going to give the Hootu Ultra VR box an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, the only thing that I was really disappointed with was the pupillary distance sliders being as loose as they are, but I was able to repair that with a piece of double-sided tape to keep those in place. As always, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, make sure you like our video, make sure that you follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.